Some places hold secrets, secrets better left undisturbed. We travel through the veil between worlds, where ghosts of the past refuse to stay buried. Prepare to witness firsthand the chilling evidence of the paranormal. The story of those who have encountered the other side and the unexplained phenomena that defy logic and reason. Are you ready to face the unknown? Welcome to Milkshakes and Ghosts.
Got your sweet tooth tingling and your spine chilling? You're in the right place. I'm Jessie, holding down that fort with a triple fudge shake and a healthy dose of skepticism. That usually lasts about 5 minutes. Here on Milkshakes and Ghosts, we dive headfirst into the darkest corners of the unknown, all while pondering if that mysterious chill is just the air conditioning or something far more sinister. We promise to bring you the scares and bring you the snacks, unless, of course, they disappear before you can say goodbye.
And I'm Jenny, holding a classic strawberry milkshake in my right hand and my microphone in my left hand. Thanks for tuning in to Milkshakes and Ghosts, a mother and daughter podcast where we discuss the legend, lore, and terrifying truths of stories whispered in the dark. Tales that cling to the shadows like cobwebs, all while having a delicious cold milkshake. We believe the world of the living and non-living aren't as far apart as you might think. Join us as we explore the haunted histories and eerie enigmas that lurk just beyond the veil, all served with the side of something sweet enough to make you forget you're terrified. For a moment, anyway. Are you ready to taste the terror?
I know I'm ready. And best of all, we're bringing it back to old school. When we first started this podcast, we always did 2 separate spooky stories.
That's right. And best of all, we never knew what the other person would be talking about. Kind of like today.
I love being surprised by your scary stories.
Girl, same here.
I can't wait to hear what haunted tale you'll be telling today. So, do you want to go first today?
All right, sure. I'll go first. Because tonight, Jessie, we're going to remember the Alamo.
The Alamo?
We're plunging headfirst into the lingering, spectral shadow of the battle cries from the Alamo. It echoes through history, a defiant roar from those 200 brave souls trapped within that fort, facing down thousands of Mexican forces. They fought to the last man, their lives extinguished, but their legend? Oh, their legend didn't just live on. It festered, and with it, the spectral echoes of other San Antonio haunts, none more chilling than the San Fernando Cathedral.
The cathedral? I thought that was a church.
Oh, it is a church, Jessie. Founded way back in 1731, nearly as old as the Alamo itself. But this isn't your grandma's Sunday service. This is a place steeped in centuries of grim history. A place where the veil between worlds seems very thin. Even the most hardened skeptics, after delving into the San Fernando Cathedral's dark past, would struggle to deny that something profoundly, terrifyingly, otherworldly resides there. From the chilling specter of the man in black to the restless phantoms of the Alamo defenders themselves, the stories that ooze from its ancient stones are as vast as unnerving as Texas itself. You see, the San Fernando Cathedral, like so much of Texas, bears the heavy imprint of Spanish influence. King Philip V, by royal decree, summoned 16 Canary Islanders to settle what would become San Antonio, and they needed a spiritual heart for the new city. So, construction began, but nothing is ever simple when you're building on ground that's destined to bleed, is it? It took 7 agonizing years just to lay the first cornerstone. And even then, delays, dwindling funds, and an almost unnatural resistance plagued its construction. It wasn't until 1755, 2 decades after its approval, that this great stone centennial finally rose from the dust.
20 years to build a church? That's not a good sign at all. Almost like the earth itself was fighting back. Wacha, wacha, wacha.
Exactly, Jesse. And by the time it was finished, it had adopted 3 Patreon saints. An unusual, almost desperate act to mend old world traditions with the raw, untamed devotion of the new. It endured floods, fires, and then the Texas Revolution. And this, Jesse, is where the horror truly begins to seep into its foundations.
This episode is brought to you by
Sinister Brew Coffee isn't your ordinary cup of joe. It's a bold, horror-themed, small-batch coffee company owned by veterans who dare to take your taste buds on a dark and delicious journey.
From cosmic creations to cryptid-inspired blends, every roast comes with a sinister twist. Handcrafted for those who crave something truly unique.
It's not just coffee. It's an experience steeped in mystery, macabre storytelling, and flavors that are to die for.
Dare to step in the shadows and join the Sinister family at sinisterbrewcoffee.com,
where every cup reminds you that the darkness is delicious.
During the Revolution, the cathedral wasn't just a place of worship. It became a grim, unholy fortress. The infamous Santa Ana himself mounted cannons on its roof, using the sacred space as his personal lookout. And from its tallest tower, he unfurled a blood-red flag, a chilling declaration to the doomed Alamo defenders that no mercy would be given. No quarter, just death.
Oh my goodness! He used the church to send a death threat?
Right? Girl, that's insane. A silent, crimson promise of slaughter. And though the cathedral still stands, the oldest continuously operating religious community in Texas, its history of hosting popes and dignitaries fails in comparison to the spectral population it now shelters. Because, Jesse, it's not just rich in history. It's swarming with ghosts. It's widely considered the most haunted church in Texas. And there's a terrifying theory as to why.
Why?
It all goes back to 1936. The cathedral, centuries old, was undergoing one of its frequent renovations. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Until the crew unearthed something not ordinary at all. Buried deep in the dirt, they found bones. Not just bones, but nails and buttons. Intrigued, perhaps a little disturbed, they dug deeper. And then, fragments of military uniforms. That's when the horrifying realization dawned. These weren't just any remains. These were believed to be the scattered, desecrated remnants of 3 Alamo defenders entombed within the cathedral after that brutal, bloody battle.
No. They dug up the dead?
They sure did, Jesse. And with their eternal rest violently disturbed, many now believe that the restless, furious spirits of these Texan soldiers were unleashed, forever tethered to the cathedral, the architects of its chilling reputation. And the incidents? They range from the bizarre to the truly, soul-shakingly frightening. People report seeing shadows, not just vague shapes, but distinct, horrifying silhouettes sulking about the ancient stones. While some might dismiss them as tricks of the light, these aren't just daytime illusions. These shadows are seen at night, on cloudy days. They don't just move along the ground. They're said to climb the very walls, slither up the columns. And here's the kicker, Jesse. There are no bodies to cast them. They move independently, the living pockets of pure darkness.
That's just nightmare fuel. Shadows that aren't attached to anything, just moving.
And speaking of dark figures, there's the notorious Man in Black. Some call him the Shadow Monk. He's most often spotted at the back of the cathedral, a figure cloaked in old monk's garb. You know, the typical robe with a large loose hood and all. But unlike the climbing shadows, he's typically motionless, just there, watching. Is he a former clergy member, silently overseeing his old parish? Or are his intentions far more sinister, a silent, malevolent presence waiting in the darkness? Either way, he's not going anywhere. He's one of the most frequently witnessed and most profoundly unsettling specters in the cathedral.
Oh, heck nah. I would nope right out of there, burn everything down. Oh, no.
And then, Jesse, to add another layer of dread to the atmosphere, there are the mysterious glowing orbs. They manifest from time to time, usually on the darkest, most desolate nights of the year. People describe them as fist-sized spears of pure, eternal light, silently floating through the air. They're unnervingly similar to the will-o'-the-wisp, those deceptive lights that lure travelers to their doom in haunted bogs. Imagine, Jesse, being alone in that echoing cathedral, the ancient stones pressing in, and seeing those silent, glowing orbs drifting towards you in the oppressive darkness. It's enough to make your very blood run cold.
That sounds like a place we should visit and do a ghost hunt. I can only imagine how much you would capture.
This episode is brought to you by
Embrace the enchanting darkness with wicked Salem candles. Spooky, yet delightfully scented. Discover non-toxic, aromatic, long-lasting, clean burn, eco-friendly soy candles in bewitching scents and vibrant colors.
Wicked Salem Candles is a healthy alternative for people with allergies or respiratory issues, while also being environmentally friendly due to the renewable nature of soy wax.
With these candles, you're not just illuminating your space with a steady glow, you're protecting the environment. These candles are safer and environmentally friendly since they release fewer harmful chemicals into the air when burned.
Do you like getting candles with a longer burn time? Well, with Wicked Salem Candles, you'll get just that. These soy candles provide a consistent, unwavering flame, crafted for a lasting brilliance.
Wicked Salem Candles are more than just candles. They offer a curated collection of spooky treasures. Discover bewitching room sprays, hauntingly beautiful art decor, and spellbinding accessories.
Whether you're preparing for Halloween, celebrating the fall season, or simply love a touch of the macabre, Wicked Salem Candles has something for you. Enjoy a touch of spookiness all year round.
Affordable, yet aromatic, long-lasting, environmental, friendly scents. If you're ready to illuminate your path the Wicked Salem way, visit wickedsalemscandle.com. Wicked Salem Candles, so good it's scary.
Not all the sightings are quite so utterly terrifying. There was one rather amusing incident in the 1990s. A guest attending a baptism actually set her hair on fire.
You actually said she set her hair on fire. Fire.
Yep. Some say she leaned too close to the prayer candles, but others swear it was the mischievous spirit of none other than Davy Crockett himself, still playing his legendary pranks, even from beyond the grave. Even in death, it seems Davy Crockett's wild spirit just can't be contained. So, if you ever find yourself brave enough to step inside the San Fernando Cathedral, maybe you'll catch a glimpse of him. And if you're truly lucky, he might even whisper a tale or two from the great beyond.
We are definitely putting this on our bucket list of places to go investigate.
So, Jesse, what do you think? Is it the disturbed spirits of fallen heroes, or something far older, far darker, clinging to those hollowed, haunted stones?
I mean, personally, I just think it's both. I'm not sure. It could really be anything, but I don't know. All I know is that I'm never going to be looking at the cathedral the same way again. I hope I said that right. Ugh. And Davy Crockett setting someone's hair on fire? You gotta be joking. That's both hilarious and absolutely terrifying. So, ugh.
What haunted topic will you be covering today, Jessie?
Today, I want to be talking about a cryptid. But there's a big question mark on whether it's really a cryptid or something truly horrifying that can't be explained.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
I knew you would be, because today I'm going to be talking about the Enfield Monster.
There's an Enfield Monster? I know we covered the Enfield Poltergeist before. Think it was last season, maybe? Maybe season 4. Right? Maybe season 4, episode 3. Is that ringing a bell?
That's right. We sure did cover the Enfield Poltergeist last season. I guess there's something strange going on in Enfield, Illinois, because in 1973, several residents from Enfield have claimed to see something strange. The Mount Vernon Register News even has a quote from one of the first people to see it, and this is the quote. It has 3 legs on it, a short body, 2 little short arms, and 2 pink eyes as big as flashlights. It stood 4.5 feet tall and was grayish colored.
Excuse me while I gather myself, because that's terrifying. And sort of cute at the same time, but truly terrifying.
So let's get into the creepy story of what really happened. It was a seemingly peaceful night, April 25th, 1973. Around 9 p.m., a young boy named Greg Garrett was doing what kids do in the springtime, chasing fireflies in his backyard, lost in the shimmering canvas of the night sky. He was reaching for just one more blinking light when his innocent pursuit was violently, horrifyingly cut short.
What? Don't tell me this little boy got eaten by the monster. That's gonna kill my soul, Jessie. Please tell me he did not get eaten.
In order to tell you if he got eaten by a monster or not, you gotta listen to my story, okay? Don't cut me off, alright? Alright?
Alright, Jessie. Jury's waiting. We want to know what's going on with this Enfield Monster.
Greg's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Garrett, were inside watching TV when their back door suddenly bursted open. Greg stumbled through, not just crying, but absolutely hysterical. Barely coherent, he began to relive the nightmare he'd just endured. This is how he described it. A monster, 4, maybe 5 feet tall. Tiny, clawed arms, a sickening slimy grayish skin. But the detail that twisted his parents' stomach, that made their blood run cold, were its 3 legs, each ending in brutal claws, and its eyes. Eyes described as huge, burning red orbs the size of flashlights.
Flashlight-sized eyes? And the creature's only 4 feet? Think this is sounding more like alien than a monster.
Greg's tennis shoes shredded. He claimed the monster had run past him, its 3 clawed feet tearing at his feet as it moved.
Man, not the shoes. The disrespect. How dare that monster mess with his shoes?
Creating comfort magically. Bare Naturals uses 100% natural soy wax, clean scent fragrances, and natural essential oils. Enjoy a safer way to have your home smelling wonderful. With Bare Natural candles, your home is free of harsh chemicals and toxins. With an eco-friendly and space-saving design, you'll enjoy a safe, sensory experience in the comfort of your own home every time.
Bare Natural candles are committed to only using the most natural, eco-friendly ingredients. Bare Natural candles are vegan and cruelty-free.
Experience luxury at an affordable price. These candles are a one-of-a-kind quality dedicated to peace of mind, relief, and protection.
Begin your journey today. Enjoy code WELCOME for 20% off of an order. Sign up for a free store account to view orders and gain access to your rewards for future savings.
Bare Naturals, where fragrance meets enchantment.
It's more than just a candle. It's magic.
Now, Greg wasn't a kid known for making things up. His parents were baffled, terrified, struggling to comprehend the monstrosity their son described. But even as they tried to calm him, the terror was already spreading.
What do you mean spreading? Spreading like a disease?
You see, at the exact same moment just next door, the Garrett's neighbors, Henry McDaniel and his wife, were returning home. They found their own 2 children in a state of absolute panic, practically vibrating with fear. The kids claim, quote-unquote, the thing, that's what they called it, had tried to break into their house. First, through the front door, then through the window-mounted air conditioner.
No! Not just one house, but 2? It was moving between them?
As Mr. McDaniel, disbelieving, tried to process what his children were screaming, he heard it. A distinct, unsettling scratching sound at his own front door. He assumed it was just a stray animal. He assumed wrong. He yanked the door open expecting a raccoon, maybe a dog. Instead, he came face to face with the Enfield horror. McDaniel stumbled back, slamming the door shut, adrenaline coursing. He grabbed his flashlight and a .22 pistol. He threw the door open again, desperate for another look for confirmation. And there it was. His description, Mom, was identical to young Greg Garrett's. 3 legs, a short body, 2 stubby, clawed arms protruding from its chest, and those 2 glowing pink eyes as big as flashlights. He later told the police it stood 4.5 feet tall and was grayish colored. It was trying to get into the house.
Pink eyes! And it was trying to get in?
McDaniel opened fire. He was positive he hit it, but the bullets, they caused no mortal damage. He watched in horror as the creature hissed like a wild cat. And then, with 3 impossible, monstrous hops, it covered 75 feet and vanished into the darkness beyond the railroad tracks. McDaniel immediately called the local police, but it was Illinois state troopers who arrived. They scoured the area. No monster, but what they did find, oh, it was chilling. Breast scratch marks on the siding, just as the McDaniel children had described. And the footprints, Mom, 3 of them. Deep, long claw marks. 2 were about 4 inches wide. The 3rd was slightly smaller. The troopers were baffled. Nothing they knew of could have made those prints.
3 legs? What is this thing?
This episode is brought to you by...
Tired of the same old coffee routine? Craving a cup of paradise? Introducing Kona Coffee House LV. Bring the magic of Kona coffee straight to you, wherever you are.
Kona Coffee House LV uses only the finest 100% organic Hawaiian Kona coffee beans, made by perfection by Sammy Scrumptious herself. These gluten-free and preservative-free beans are a rare specialty, offering a unique and unforgettable taste experience.
No need to wait in line. Kona Coffee House LV is mobile, delivering a taste of paradise. Book Kona Coffee today for corporate events, parties, venues, and so much more.
Follow Kona Coffee on Instagram at Kona Coffee House LV for updates on upcoming events. Visit their website at KonaCoPale.com to learn more and schedule your Kona Coffee experience today. Don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity to savor the world's finest coffee.
As word of McDaniel's encounter spread, the quiet town of Enfield became a circus. Monster hunters, news trucks, scientists, curiosity seekers, they descended like vultures, oh my god. and at one point, the White County Sheriff, overwhelmed by the chaos, actually threatened to arrest McDaniel if he didn't stop talking about his experience. And it wasn't an empty threat. At least 5 hunters were arrested after opening fire on a hairy gray thing. The judge ended up dismissing it all. The judge figured it was just the vivid imagination of town folks that had nothing else better to do.
Hold on, but what was it? What if it was something more? Some of those people were basically arrested for monster hunting.
I know, right? I can't imagine getting arrested for ghost hunting.
Girl, that would be crazy.
One man, Rick Rainbow, a news director from Kokomo, Indiana, also claimed to have seen the Enfield Horror. He and 3 others saw it near an abandoned house, not far from McDaniel's. It was in the shadows. It's back to them. But he confirmed its gray color, its 5-foot height, its stooped posture. And here's the truly horrifying part, Mom. Rainbow managed to record its ungodly screams. That recording was never released to the public, but those chilling cries were heard by others in the days that followed, echoing near the railroad tracks. After that, the creature jumped the track one last time, seemingly for good. As quickly as it arrived, the Enfield Horror vanished, never to be seen again.
Ungodly screams? Jessie, you cannot drop something like that on me. This isn't just some local legend. This is a primal fear manifesting. What was it? Why did it disappear?
Well, in 1978, a group of researchers tried to make sense of it all. They found that only 3 first-hand witnesses truly claimed to have seen the monster. And their stories were quickly amplified into something monstrous by the local news and gossip. A bizarre game of telephone. But if all these reports are real, why was there no photographic evidence? The siding scratches, the footprints, the torn shoes, no one thought to snap a photo? Was it a hoax to draw tourists?
Yeah, but how could 2 separate neighbors give identical descriptions without talking to each other first? And those footprints? Basically, this monster, if it's real, could still be out there, just waiting.
Or possibly could have died.
Yeah, that too.
The case of the Enfield Horror remains largely forgotten today. It hasn't been reported on in almost 40 years. So, Mom, it could still be out there, or like I said, still be dead. Just because we don't talk about it doesn't mean it isn't waiting to terrorize another unsuspecting town.
Wow. Well done, Jessie.
Thank you, bravo.
You deserve a standing ovation for that story. I'm definitely going to have sweet nightmares tonight, thanks to you.
This episode is brought to you by...
Looking for a reputable notary republic at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Mrs. Ashley Lutchman is now taking appointments and accepting new clients. Jessie and I needed some documents to sign for our podcast.
We wanted someone with experience who was well-known and didn't cost a fortune.
That's right. One of our good friends had worked with Mrs. Lutchman regarding some legal paperwork they needed notarized and recommended her to us.
She was professional, efficient, and affordable.
If you need important documents notarized, email Ashley Lutchman at ashleylutchman@gmail.com. Ashley Lutchman can be found on Instagram and TikTok. I will link her socials and her email in our show notes.
Ashley Lutchman is remote and commissioned in the state of Florida.
And with that, dear listeners, our unnerving hour has drawn to a close. We truly hope you found it as delightfully disturbing as we did. We'll be back next week to conjure up more haunted happenings wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
Hold up, you restless spirits. Don't fade away into the ether just yet. Stick around for our ghostly good bloopers haunting your ears right after these important announcements.
Consider our bloopers your post-possession laugh track. After we've stirred up all things creepy, we unearth our funniest mistakes and most spectral slip-ups from the recording booth. It's the perfect way to exercise those lingering shivers.
Got a chilling tale begging to be told on the podcast? Or perhaps a ghostly shout-out for a fellow mortal? Conjure up an email to milkshakesghosts@gmail.com. You can also find us lurking everywhere else online: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Threads, and Twitter.
For exclusive spectral content and to support our macabre mischief, become a Patreon member at patreon.com/milkshakesandghosts. All of our digital haunts are linked for you in the show notes.
That's right. Patreon members unlock otherworldly perks and even free relics. Check it out if you dare.
Before we vanish completely, let's give a special spectral shout out to our truly amazing Patreon members.
Join the trend. Brothers and sisters, join me. It's time for Patreon.
Mr. E from Special Delivery Show. Check out the Special Delivery Show. His podcast takes interviews to a whole new level. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Sinister Brew Coffee, where every sip reminds you that the dark side is delicious. Wicked Salem's Candle. So good, it's scary. Bare Naturals Candles and more. It's more than just a candle, it's magic. Kona Coffee House LV. Hawaiian coffee delivering the taste of paradise. Ashley Lutchman, a reputable notary republic at an affordable price. All of our sponsors are listed in our show notes, along with links to contact them.
MNG VIP members also include George, Myra, Spectral Sweethearts, the Exo Crew, Phantom Fanatics, Haunted Homies, Shadow Society, Jody, David M., Alexander, Jackie Lewis, Carly and Donna, Moon of the Darkness, Hidden Shadows, Eric Gonzalez, Jenna424, Richard Waltz, Dracula's Occult, Death Rock 1875, Clara Jones, Mothman Prophecy 424, Vampires Rock 222, The Blonde Happenings with Kelly and Brenda, Bigfoot is Real 76, Bloodsucker 95, Nightmares 888, Witchy Talk 65, Dracula Rocks 22, Tina and Ruben, The Dark Side, Ronald H., Joe Santana, Myra Morales from That's So Spooky, Tony S., Gene from The Truth Is Out There, Nadia and Edward, Joel from The Paranormal Countdown, Alan, Destar 1, Maxine, Terror Screams, Jules M., Victor and Myra, Haunted Canadian History, Shadow Seekers, Crimson Haunts with Christy and Craig, Liam, Noah, and Juniper.
Our Patreon family is growing, and we couldn't be more thrilled. Every time a new member joins, it truly warms our heart. We love you guys so much. Patreon is truly a wonderful community of ghost enthusiasts, and we want to extend our deepest appreciation to each and every single one of you. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us keep the lights on and the spooky stories coming.
And remember, keep drinking milkshakes.
And keep being spooky! It's time for bloopers! Now, Snoop, don't go away!
Oh, hey! John!
Still playing his legendary... I feel like this. Blooper's like, nope, I don't know you. All right, go.
Cooper will walk away from anything.
Did
you get more?
No. You told me to get more.
If you don't stare at the wall, STL is gonna come get you. Oh, the dogs are switching beds now.
Yeah, see something.
Wait. You see the stars?
We're inside. It's ceiling.
It's daytime too.
It's spooky season, 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 spooky season. It's spooky season, 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 spooky season,